Welcome everybody to the Daily High with Tone Vays and Matt McGregor. Wow, what an incredible 24 hours we've just been through. Uh, I was bullish as hell yesterday. I said in the show yesterday, I'm not even going to put a bearish case forward, but I did not expect that to go to sleep and wake up like that. Tone, how you feeling, mate?
Yeah, no, feeling good as well. On yesterday's show, we were both bullish. We didn't even talk about stop losses yesterday. That's how bullish we both were. Totally forgot to talk about even basic risk management. And yeah, good thing we were right. And
Yeah, it was
let's go straight to the charts.
e- even last week. I said I was really happy with that position I got into at 61, and then when I doubled down on it to get to 63. And I said, look, I'm rather than just day trading in and out every day, I think this is a good place to plant a flag. I'm gonna stick in it for a bit and save a month or so. I've been saying that for a week or two. It's worked out pretty well. So let's have a look.
Yeah, here's the weekly chart. There's the green star candle. And it goes to what I was saying before. You see, the green star candle shows up once the current candle starts breaking above a prior green number candle's high. And what you need to be careful of here is this candle running away from you. And at the same time, you want to be careful from going all in the moment the green star shows up, because the week could certainly reverse and trade all the way down. This is starting to feel like that week where if you wait till the end of the week, we might be, sitting here in like $78,000 land. Personally, I don't think we are going that high, but with Bitcoin, who knows? We've been talking about how the S&P is at an all-time high and Bitcoin is lagging. And I remember saying last week, well, Bitcoin can catch up in just a couple of days and be higher by percentage versus Bitcoin's all-time high against the S&P's percentage over its all-time high. And over this past 5-7 days, we've seen this monster rally on the back end of last week's candle and the front end of this week's candle. Personally, I am in a 100% long trade, which was executed the moment the moving averages crossed each other. We are now in what Tyler Jenks would call full bullish land, of the price being above all three moving averages, with all three moving averages rising. By the way, tomorrow, Mark Wood and I will do another show. We will have a focus on traditional markets, but we will cover Bitcoin as well. That's about an hour-long format. And Matt, you should think about doing your show, Trader Talks with Mark Wood, so you can get a bit of his backstory.
I would definitely have Mark Woods on. That would be fantastic. I got a whole heap of people lined up for Trader Talks. I'm just waiting for the
Awesome.
new offer. But yeah, he'll be fantastic to do.
So I am going to extend this little range here. And you can see we are back at the top of this range. I am using the 4-day chart on this range. We blew right through the bottom of that range, right through the middle of that range. And I do think that the top of this range is going to be a little bit more of a struggle. Now, here comes the interesting part. Now, based on the MRI, I became a huge bull off the green star candle. My bullishness was confirmed with the crosses of both moving averages, which happened on the same candle. They were extra confirmed when we got a candle whose entire part of the candle was above the final moving average. I got extra confirmed once we broke the MRI resistance line. And now we are approaching well, basically, we're almost at the second highest closing high Bitcoin has ever had. We're approaching the alphanumerics modified Lucid SAR, which Matt will talk about and what that means. But look what else we are approaching. We are approaching an MRI top on the next candle, and we have already slowed down. Therefore, I am looking for a bit of a correction from here. Am I going to lower my allocation in my Consensio trading model? No. But if I was a trader, a more of a short-term trader, like what Matt does, I would absolutely be looking for some profit right here, I would start to tighten up my stop loss. I may give it about 5 more hours, but whatever low is made in the next 5 hours, I would basically start to set my stop loss at current candle's low. The current candle is half the candle. Like for example, if we fall down today, as long as we stay today above 70,000, I think we're still okay. I still think there could be a blow off top tomorrow. But if, let's say, you're looking at this same candle going into 5 p.m. Eastern time, I would set my break even, my stop loss right at the bottom of current candle. So if tomorrow's candle starts going below today's candle, my stop loss would absolutely be activated. I mean, I wouldn't have the stones to go short here off the daily MRI, mostly because the weekly is on a green star candle. But in general, this is where you want to start looking at your profit. That is assuming you got in anywhere lower than 64,000. Maybe even lower than 65,000. You may want to consider taking some profit here. You can always get back in at the break of the all-time high. And for me, you don't need to wait until you break 74,000 for the all-time high. 72.5 will do it. Okay. And short-term charts, the current hour was looking rough. Now it's looking way better. I still think we can have that blow off top. Also, the higher we go in the next, say, 36 hours, the more confident I am there's going to be a pullback. So in a perfect world, we break this modified Lucid SAR on late today, late tonight New York time, tomorrow's candle, which starts late tonight. We get this thing to 73, and then it's very likely there's going to be a bit of a pullback down to 70. I don't have much to say on the short-term charts other than if the current candle closes anywhere near last hour's candle, I would be bullish for this morning in New York. And the 4-hour is pretty bullish as well. Just want to check the MRI stuff on that. This could be an 8. All we got to do is trade. We got 2.5 more hours to go. If we have a new closing high on a 4-hour, this can easily create a situation where we have a 1-hour top inside a 4-hour top, pretty much on the daily top. So if Bitcoin goes above 72.5 in the next 36 hours, I would absolutely be looking to take profit. Matt, off to you.
That's so interesting, Tone. I can't wait to get into that. Just before you go anywhere, just go back to the daily time frame for a second. I'm just looking at this right now, exactly where you've got it right there. I feel kind of the same way, but the opposite way. I feel like the pullback is due now because of that run up we've had. And if we break that line you've drawn in there, then my feeling I still think that there's always going to be a pullback. But like if you're looking at this price range of like say 71,000, right? There should be a pullback right now because of the jump that we've had, and what I'll talk about the completion of the Head and Shoulders, which I a little bit shit on last night, and then it's come into fruition way faster than I thought it was going to do. But I would, if the pullback comes in right now, it's to be expected. But if we break through that line, I think there's a kick on. So it's a hard one to play because if you were setting your stop loss sort of where that line is, where you've put that stop loss in, if we break through that line and kick on another $2, $3, $4,000, that's not the stop loss. Do you know that ain't the stop loss anymore? Do you know what I mean? Like you're starting to look at like a trailing stop loss or something. Do you know that stop loss is only good for the price where it sort of is now, underneath that black line in my books. If that thing kicks on, that thing kicks off. What do you think about that?
Oh, no, that's correct. Like if we do kick off to past 73, I would definitely be raising that stop loss, or instead of trailing stop loss, or just in a rare situation, just take profit off the uptick. It's
Yeah.
rare that I do that, but I only take profit off the uptick in situations like this. If I go to my 4-hour chart, I took profit off the uptick right here, right before
Mm.
the ETFs became public, right? This was on a weekly MRI. I don't remember if there was a daily MRI top involved in that. That was this right here. No, that's March. This was back in January. Oh, wow. Okay.
No, I remember it exactly. I remember it exactly. Not the MRI count, but
Right
it was
here.
just we blew
Right,
off.
January 11th.
Yeah.
There was no daily MRI, but there was a weekly version, right? There was a weekly MRI, and I took profit the day before the ETFs were going live. This is one of those rare situations where I don't wait for a stop loss. I literally take profit off the uptick. I might do something like that, like at the end of a weekly candle on an MRI top. It's very rare. Like right here, you could have done it as well. Here is the week is rolling over with an MRI top. Now, this one, I'm a little more confident and more upside because of the consolidation at the top. But you know what? If today's daily candle it closes bullish, slightly green, or today's candle rallies all the way to 73,000, I'm looking to take profit off the uptick.
Sorry, mate. I just
You got kids coming in.
I don't know if you can hear that. I'll just mute myself for 1 second. Okay, okay. No, we're good. We're
That's
good. We're good.
okay.
We're good. I agree perfectly. And then how you said that it's that's agreeing with what I was saying. Yeah, if that blows through, then that's that moving stop loss. That's I take it depends. Like in my swing trading account, I pull profits on the uptick all the time. And people hate it when I talk about like monetary value. Like I'm comparing I'm a Bitcoin hodler, right? That's how I have all of my monies in Bitcoin. But in my day trading account, there gets to a point where you're like, oh boy, that's enough money this week, and I've pulled trades all the time for that reason. So yeah, if that thing scoots off to 60s, I'll be in a really funny position. If that thing goes to bang like 76 or something, and I'm in a Bitcoin's profit or something in a week, that's pretty hard to ignore, like that's pretty you almost got to take that, right? So all right, give me the screen share. It's my turn.
Hey Matt, real quick. Do you know any
Yeah.
news about the Ethereum ETF? People are saying that people think it may get approved on May 23rd. I don't see why Bitcoin would rally so much on Ethereum ETF being approved. I personally don't think it will be approved, but that's supposed to take place tomorrow or Thursday. Looks like Thursday. So we're gonna hear the Ethereum ETF news on Thursday. Maybe it's rallying all the crypto markets, but if Ethereum ETF is not approved, I can see Ethereum crashing, Bitcoin rallying just from people that were holding Ethereum. And if the ETF's not approved, then they were holding Ethereum for nothing. And what are they going to sell Ethereum into? They're going to sell it into Tether or they're going to sell it into Bitcoin? I think that the ETF denial of Ethereum is a potential bullish. Oh, whoa, we just broke that line, by the way.
Stopped out.
There it goes, right? But that
Man,
line wasn't that line yet, right? I would
yeah.
still give this a little more time. I would put that line right now. I would put that line at 70, but it looks like we're dropping down. I mean, this volatility could be due to the Ethereum ETF, but I could be wrong here. I don't think it'll be approved. And if it is approved, I don't see how an Ethereum ETF is bullish for Bitcoin, but an Ethereum denial, I can see how it's bullish for Bitcoin. But I also don't have that much conviction on this statement. So we'll see how it goes on Thursday.
Man, what the hell do I know? I mean, last night in the show, I was making fun of Ethereum and the thing jumped like 24% overnight. So what the hell do I know, man? Yeah, look, this is exactly what I was talking about on Bitcoin right there on that daily time frame. I'll go into it. I think now's the time for the rejection, or if we get over that line that we saw, that's the kick on point. So we'll see. Maybe what's happening right now. Before I go into my analysis, it's going to be short and sharp. Please like and subscribe, share it with your friends. Please use the affiliate links we have in the description below. We have 2bit and BitGet. Two bits really good for Americans and UK citizens because of the KYC. And please feel free to join them. Please get ready for joining the team, the Black Box team for the World Cup of Trading on BitGet. It's going to be massive. We're all going to join. We're going to get 200 people in there, and we're going to take out first prize. All righty, let's get through this real quick. I got the bear market, and you got the bull market. That doesn't help. Now, look, I'm totally fine. This is the daily time frame right now. Yes, everything Tone said. We need to break the lucid star. Okay, the modified lucid star. That was my final line in the sand. When that turns bullish, as Tone said, as Consensio says, we're above every single moving average. The wave is green. It's all systems go. But I do expect when this happens, when we go bang, crack up to the all-time high. This is what I was going to say. I've got the note right here. I said in yesterday's show about Socrates saying that the head and shoulders target would come in and here. And then I thought that was a bit stupid because I thought that once we get back to here, things are going to be this bullish as hell and we're going to crack on through. I didn't mean in one candle. In when the fact that happened in one candle makes that inverse head and shoulders beautiful, perfect. Of course, that is a perfect place to take profit from. Of course, it's unbelievable inverse head and shoulders. That's the best inverse head and shoulders I've ever seen to hit the targets perfectly in that one candle. I have to eat my words there, just like I did with Ethereum. I do expect somewhat of a pullback here, but I mean, like at worst for me, it's at $67,000 to come back down and retest one of the moving averages. I never like to be this far extended from the moving averages, but it's going to be fantastic to see what happens when US markets open, and they probably already have. Yep, they already have. If this starts to drop down, is it going to get bought up? Crazy. If Joe Saz is watching, old mate Joe Saz, I would love to see what the order book looks like in this range right here. If this drops down and it just gets bought up, I'll be more bullish than anything you can believe. And I'm already pretty far gone. But I want to see this come wick down and then just go all the way back up, eaten back up, bang, onwards and upwards, especially when the ETFs kick off today. Okay, 4-hour time frame. This is nothing to fret about. We're just coming back down to retouch the 7. We're above every single moving average. This is totally normal. We can't just go up and up and up. We like this to come back down. If you're looking for a buy order, I would put my first buy order off that 7 simple moving average. And if we don't even touch it, that's even more bullish for me. But we'll see. If that gets pierced, you look for the 30 because that's the on the 4-hour time frame. That's a really great thing to do. And we'll see how it goes. I'm very, very confident. I'm very, very confident. The 3-day has still got that stupid glitch thing happening. Oh, it's been resolved. Perfect. We're about to get a 3-day bullish cross on alphanumerics, which doesn't happen very often, which is something that you really, really want to see. I'll just turn them on for a second. I love the alphanumerics 3-day bullish crosses. 1 second. Show arrows. This is what we want to see. We want to see a nice bullish cross that you can enter and stay in for a really long time. Close position, re-enter. This is the same. It's been a bad loss, but I mean, it's incredible. So if we get that coming in, the count's still really good on the MRI on the 3-day time frame. Looks fantastic. As I said, we might come back down and retest the crossing period here at 66, something like that. But I wouldn't even expect that much. The daily, just to finish the weekly, just to finish off, looks fantastic. It's nothing to worry about. Sit in your trades, put your hands in your pockets, trade less, lock and load. If you're not in right now, absolutely take advantage of this pullback if we get one. And if not, buy the breakout and just rock on from here. That's all I have to say today. It's funny, like the better Bitcoin looks, the less I have to say. There's nothing to do. You should already be in. You are already in. That's why you're watching. So sit back and enjoy it. Celebrate your wins. And please like and subscribe, share with your friends. Please use the discount codes in the description below. Please join the affiliate, blah, blah, blah. Tone, that's all I got to say, mate. Hey, I was going to say one thing. I've written a note here. Tomorrow on Mark Wood's show, I know it's probably late and you want to do it. I want to see a traditional market overview of the stock market, a comparison of car companies. So, like Tesla, Ford, because these companies look really interesting, US companies. But I want you to look at Japanese companies because the Japanese yen is so freaking weak right now. Every Japanese company like Toyota, Honda, they look fantastic. They have been absolute gangbusters because the yen is so weak. And I think that there's a really good analysis to be done on looking at currencies compared to car manufacturers. So companies like Tesla and Ford, who are meandering, Toyota, Honda, bang, bang. I would love to see Mark take a look at that. Do you have any thoughts on that? Is that pretty basic stuff? What do you think?
Yeah, I'll shoot off a message to him. We'll see. Real quick, we are
Yeah.
still pulling back here. Someone asked me to check out the Bitcoin Ethereum chart. Yes, Ethereum is definitely rising right here into a critical area of resistance with the
Mm,
big news coming, right? So if the news is not bullish for Ethereum, then this whole thing is going to disappear. This entire candle is going to be wiped out. And if the news
yeah.
is positive for Ethereum, it's still in a downtrend and it might have already exhausted itself. So I just don't see Ethereum breaking the prior swing high. I think that's a tall tale. It's sitting right at resistance, which I say it has less than a 50% chance of breaking. Then you have another set of resistance, which is the next moving average. And now you're into a lower percentage of breaking that. And by the time it gets to the MRI resistance line, I think there's going to be a lower one already there. We almost got a lower MRI resistance line, but we kind of broke the count a few weeks ago. This is a weekly chart. We're looking at it on a daily chart. Honestly, I think just 2 days ago, someone started some kind of a rumor that the ETF is likely to get approved. I've seen these kinds of rumors in Bitcoin for almost a decade. And
Yeah.
like, I don't understand why there's an inherent assumption that the Ethereum ETF is going to get approved. Can it get approved? Sure. But I think the SEC knows better. I said this was going to be a Pandora's box that they didn't want to open, which is why they didn't want to allow a Bitcoin ETF to begin with. So, look, I don't know what's going to happen. I would not risk it. Could you have bought into
Mate,
Ethereum
I don't want
2 days
I don't want
ago?
to see
Sure.
it. I don't want to see a Solana or Filecoin, a Dogecoin or whatever ETFs. I don't want this.
Hex, why
This
not
is
Hex? Why not Hex? Why not bring back Paycoin or BitConnect? I mean, that's what I always said, right? If they allow Ethereum ETF, any ETF's on the table, like any ETF. You can bring back Aurora Coin and make an ETF. I just don't see how the SEC is going to be able to, hold off any other ETF if they allow an Ethereum ETF. Plus, Ethereum is proof of stake. It is, a total scam at this point. So I don't see how that's possible. I almost hope that
if
they
they,
make these ETFs and then they blow up in their face. Like I hope that allowing Ethereum ETF takes down the SEC altogether.
I wouldn't even mind for some reason if they had like an ETF, like a crypto 50 ETF, where like a BlackRock was managing the 50 weighted ETFs, like cryptos that they put into that, and you had professionals managing it, monitoring it, and kicking shit coins out, and they're all shit coins, but like rotating the things. I would rather buy that than an individual shit coin, but I still don't like it.
All right. We're gonna go ahead and leave it there. I'm curious on the S&P 500 how this week started out. And we're consolidating. It's a beautiful consolidation. We had a green star candle. We're actually breaking the MRI count, I really like this. I hope we do consolidate and break the count and start a new one for the S&P. But I'm taking this MRI top on the Bitcoin daily pretty seriously. You already see it pulling back on the warning candle. If we could, it's 10 a.m. right now. I can envision a 10 a.m. reversal coming in right now. If the 10 a.m. reversal doesn't come in, if we continue to go down the next few hours, I think the top might be in a little pullback. But by end of this week, we can easily be back up there. I didn't like this break. Now that I'm looking at the 10-minute chart right here, yeah, the moment this broke right here, maybe if I was looking at the 10-minute chart, I would have thrown in the towel. But right now, on a 10-minute chart, I kind of like it. I kind of like this reversal coming in 6 minutes. There's going to be an MRI buy on a 10-minute chart. We can just look at the 10-minute chart, look at the last two instances of the MRI on a 10-minute chart. The last buy was pretty good. It took us back up. The prior sell was pretty good. It basically marked the top. Right here, we missed a 10-minute MRI top. Interesting. And a beautiful MRI buy yesterday on Monday. So the MRI on a 10-minute has not been that bad. If you did not exit 15 minutes ago, I'd stick around and give it one more shot to reverse. But I think the top's coming. I think at this time tomorrow we're gonna be talking about it, taking a little breather. I think Matt will be out of his trade.
No, you're kidding yourself. No, if I'm out of my trade, shit's gone bad, dude. We don't want to see that. I want to see that lucid SAR break, so we can turn Bang Box back on and we can start getting firing day trades again on the community. But the signals in the Discord group. All right, that's it. I gotta go. I can hear babies screaming.
All right, close us out.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. You know the drill. Like and subscribe. Use the affiliate links and join the Discord group. If when that wave turns green, Bangbox will be turned back on, and so we'll get signals sent, fired, buy signals with prices and stop losses, everything back in place. It's going to be really exciting, especially if it's a parabolic market. It's really exciting. Thank you so much. Can't wait to see you tomorrow. Go Bitcoin. See you, time.